Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back at it again with another video. It's your boy K-More. We out here wilding, doing a damn thing. You already know, Mr. Inconsistency over here. But so I've been, obviously watching the league. Things been kind of getting a little spicy, kinda. LeBron recently had like 50 something. Kyrie last night dropped 60, and I'm just like, all right, cool. I would react to all that, but to be honest, it's kind of not interesting me because the Lakers still winning one game, losing another game. Kyrie still can barely play, which, by the way, KD said something very smart, right? How is it that you have a mandate, right? And you have vaccinated players, unvaccinated players, unvaccinated fans coming to your arena, but Kyrie can't play? Make it make sense. But anyway, today we're gonna react to Mr. Westbrook, Mr. Complain, Mr. I'm not talented anymore, Russell Westbrook, okay? We're gonna react to him. Basically, somebody sent me this video talking about how Westbrook was the worst trade, which I agree, that ruined the Lakers. And we're gonna dive into it, see what it's talking about, and then we're gonna piece it out. So let's get into this real quick.
When the Lakers traded for Russell Westbrook in the 2021 offseason, I said to myself, this is not going to work out. At the midpoint of the season, my predictions are turning out to be correct. Here's the breakdown of the good, bad, and the ugly with Russell Westbrook, why I think he's overrated, and why trading for him is one of the worst decisions that the Lakers have made in this century.
Okay.
The good. We'll start the video by giving some praise to Russell Westbrook.
There's
Russ
actually
is one of the
good.
greatest rebounders at his position. If not
There's actually good.
Time. He's averaging 7.4 rebounds per game for his career, which is the second best mark ever for a point guard, only slightly behind Oscar Robertson, who averaged 7.5 boards in his career. However, Oscar played during the 60s at a frenetic pace, when the teams averaged about 20 shots per game more than today. He also averaged 42 minutes per game, compared to Westbrook's 34, which means his numbers are slightly inflated. Russ averaged a triple-double in 4 NBA seasons, which was unprecedented, and it wouldn't have happened if he wasn't...
But that's when he was good, though. He's not that dude anymore. And I feel like that's his problem. He's complaining now because he's no longer talented as he used to be, right? He's been on 3 different teams now. No, 2 different teams. 3 different teams right now, right? He been on the Rockets, skunked that bitch. He been on the Wizards, skunked that bitch. And now he on the Lakers, and he's still stinking shit up. Like, he has not improved in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, because he has now realized, like, yo, you ain't that dude, you ain't that first option, you ain't none of that no more. He's just like, he making shit worse for everybody else. You get me?
Pulling 10 more rebounds a night. Sure, you might say that a lot of times his centers gave up on a rebound just so Russ could get it and lead the fast break. But still, the man has done what hasn't been done before, mainly due to his insane athleticism and effort to out-rebound the opponent.
I feel it though. I feel it for him though. Like, I feel it. Like, you trying to still get your triple dub, still trying to get your shit. You know what I mean? I feel it. But bro, you ain't that guy anymore. And like, you playing with talented niggas like LeBron, nigga, AD, nigga. Come on, nah. Well, AD is fragile, so I won't say he's talented.
As a primary ball handler when LeBron is on the bench. Unfortunately, this year they are struggling on offense even more.
Damn.
Largely because of Russ.
God
More on that
damn.
later. The bad defense. Russell Westbrook could have been one of the greatest defenders ever at his position, with 99th percentile athleticism, 6'4" height, 200 pounds, quick feet, and lateral movement that every slow white guy dreams of. And he showed glimpses of great defense at times. During the 2012 Olympics, flanked by LeBron, Kobe, and other all-stars, Russ didn't have to worry about offense at all. Instead, he was hounding opposing point guards. He was always in a defensive stance, and he was a menace in the passing lanes, always looking to get a steal for a fast break. In the 2012 playoffs against OKC, Mavs shooting guard Jason Terry was scorching hot, hitting almost every shot coming into the fourth quarter of Game 1. And then Russ switched onto him and became his shadow. Terry couldn't even get open to receive a pass, let alone hoist a jump shot, and he went scoreless in the fourth quarter. But the problem with Russell is that kind of defensive outputs were isolated incidents, not an everyday occurrence. Too often, Westbrook is just a bystander, contributing to the defense the same as the crowd. Just like the people who bought tickets to the game, he watches the opposing offense unraveling, just looking at the ball, while his man has all the time in the world to shoot or cut to the basket. Sometimes, Russ lets an opposing...
It's not even just him. It's not just him. Everybody on the goddamn Lakers is doing this. It's not just with him just like standing there, somebody shoots the ball, just look at them, watch them shoot the ball. It's not just him. It's not just him. Everybody else on the Lakers is doing this. And I'm even gonna put LeBron in this. Like LeBron, he will play his defense, but he's notorious for just like, hey, a nigga open, he will pull the tray, and we just go turn around and hope he miss and get the rebound. Like, you get me?
Player go by him, not even attempting to stop the dribble penetration, or he gets thrown out of balance by.
And I've been seeing LeBron. I saw LeBron got recently. He got mad, like mad, right? And I'm like, I feel your frustration, bro. Like these niggas don't want to play defense, don't want to grab no rebounds, don't want to do nothing. So it's just like, what can LeBron do, right? Go out here and drop 50, 40 a game. Personally, I feel like LeBron should have been doing this. But then at the same time, it's just like, what we gonna get? You know what I mean? Because LeBron ultimately does want to make everybody around him better, but nobody wants to be better, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
As he once did. Vogel's best chance for a good defense is putting Russ in the corner to guard the corner three. And this tactic is often employed by coaches when they're dealing with a bad defender. And that's why I always hated when the general public and so-called analysts praised Russell's effort, saying that he's giving 100% each game.
He's not, bro.
Because it's simply not true.
He's not. He's not.
Ball hard. That doesn't mean he's playing hard all the time, or that he puts maximum effort. Kevin Garnett was giving maximum effort every game. That's why he was selected to the all-defensive team 15 times. He was the same.
Big facts.
Half of his career, he always guarded the best opposing player. Giannis, Scottie Pippen, Jordan, and a lot of other greats did it too. Because basketball is not football, and you have to play on both sides of the court. If anyone still thinks that Westbrook is playing each game at 100%, go watch Alex Caruso or TJ McConnell play.
And we gave up Alex Caruso for this bum nigga. We gave up Alex Caruso for this bum nigga. Bro, Kuzma was the worst player on our team. But at least that nigga will play some goddamn defense. Right? Like, bro, we gave up all these players for Westbrook, thinking Westbrook's going to save us. Westbrook's going to be the one to carry us to the promised land. No, that's not how it worked. Like, bro, Westbrook gotta go. Like, love you, respect you, all that, West, but you gotta go. I feel like you're better off being by yourself on your own team where you can shine in any way that you want to shine. So I feel like you should take your little scrawny ass back to OKC, finish your career there, and yeah, I think you should just do that. Grab you a center, because you're going to need one, and just do your thing over there.
How they're fighting through screens, running and rotating on each play, and diving to the floor. Russ can do all those things, but he rarely does. He's not focused on defense. He makes bad reads, and frankly, his defense is a waste of athleticism, if you ask me.
Facts.
Offense.
Facts.
Making this video, Russell is among the 5 worst jump shooters in the league.
Facts.
0.8 points on his jump shots.
Damn.
He's been taking fewer shots with the Lakers, and there are not as many pull-up jumpers as in OKC, but they're still there, and that's bad. The Lakers left Russ wide open during their 2020 playoff series with the Rockets. I don't know how they expected him to become this great shooter all of a sudden. What Russell is great at, and what he should be doing more is cutting to the basket, posting smaller players in the paint, penetrating to the paint to create open shots, and occasionally shooting spot-up threes, which are the only jump shots which he is shooting at a decent clip. The problem is that he's not great at moving without the ball, and he never was. As soon as the ball leaves his hands, Russell can become a spectator, just like he does on defense. Okay, maybe we're a little too harsh here. But
No.
watch how Steph Curry works without the ball and how much movement he creates. Whether it's drawing defenders,
because Curry is a true point guard. Okay? Curry is a true point guard. Curry makes everyone better. You see what I'm getting at with this? Curry makes everybody better. Curry spaces the floor, comes off, he can play off the ball, and ultimately get where he need to get. Hit the shots he need to hit. Bro, if Curry is having a very off night, you think this nigga gonna sit out here and shoot fucking 60 shots and only score about 10? No, nigga. He gonna get it up because there's somebody else gonna be on his team that gonna be able to hit shots and, facilitate more than he can. So why is it that Westbrook think he can just come out here and just try to shoot this thing, bro? You were never a shooter. You were never a shooter. You were never a shooter. It was never in your MO to be out here trying to be a shooter, nigga. Nobody asks you to do this. You decide like, hey, man, I'm going to come out here every game and shoot because I'm trying to fit the narrative that we are now in. Yes, I agree. Steph Curry kind of ultimately fucked the league. Okay, I'm going to say it as it is. I'm going to keep it real. Steph Curry kind of ultimately fucked the league, right? Because everybody has to shoot at this point in your career. If you can't shoot the three, you can't shoot a mid-range, you can't shoot, period, bro. You already know what time it is. Clamps. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, I understand why Westbrook is trying to do this, but my guy, you're not a shooter. You don't have to pull into this. As much as I hate Giannis, right? As much as I hate Giannis, right? He at least is doing what he knows is what best for him. And I respect that. It's boring. He's trash, but he does what he does and he does it well, right? DeMar DeRozan, greatest mid-range shooter alive. DeMar is not a three-point specialist. We all know this. He's not a three-point specialist. But he damn well gonna hit some mid-range in your eye. Okay? Like, these are simple things, bro. Like, you don't have to play out of your element just to fit the narrative that we are now in with the NBA. Like, you don't have to be a shooter, my guy. Just take it. Just attack the rim. All you have to do is attack. That's all you've been known for. Attacking the rim. Nigga, you have speed for days. 4 days. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. You like a mini LeBron, and you're just like nobody gonna stop you. Just attack the paint. That's all you gotta do. Stop trying to shoot. Let it go. You will never be great at shooting. That's why you had a KD and a James Harden at one point. Okay? Because them niggas can shoot, but you can't.
Screens.
You're a pure slasher. You're a pure slasher. You attack the rim. You're not a pass forward guard. You're not a shooter. You're not none of that. You're a slasher.
Screens to get open.
Hall of Fame slasher. That's where you are most intimidating.
On the three-point line. But still, I want to see more cutting from Westbrook. I want to see more screen setting. And I don't want to see pull-up jumpers and one-on-five basketball. Westbrook's decision-making has never been his strong side. And he's known to take ill-advised shots with 20 seconds on the shot clock. He also makes a ton of careless turnovers, simply because he's playing too fast.
And I feel like his turnovers has officially gotten worse now. Like Westbrook will make one turnover per quarter, right? And I feel like now it has gotten worse.
But his assist to turnover ratio is among the worst out of all starting point guards in 2022. The ugly. Imagine if you were an NBA general manager and some other GM called you and offered you a former All-Star. But then he also tells you that the All-Star is one of the least efficient players in the entire league, one of the most turnover-prone players, and that his defense is subpar on most nights, mainly due to the lack of focus and a lackadaisical approach. You would have probably laughed in that GM's face. But if you were a bit more polite, you might ask him, okay, but if he's not a good defender and is inefficient on offense, he's probably earning the veteran minimum, right? And here's the clincher, ladies and gentlemen, because Russell Westbrook will earn $44 million this season.
he 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 making what? Hold up.
Ladies and
He
gentlemen,
making
Russell Westbrook will earn $44 million this season.
for doing what? I don't even think we gonna win the playing tournament that we gotta do. Like, for doing what?
Which is the fourth highest salary in the NBA this season. But that's not all. He also has a player option for next year worth $47 million, making his contract the worst in the NBA. Rob Pelinka didn't want to re-sign Alex Caruso, who's thriving with the Bulls, and whose defense alone is more valuable than Westbrook's entire output. That's mind-boggling to me.
Facts.
The Lakers could have also signed DeMar DeRozan.
That is the next thing that's pissing me off. Like, bro, we could have had DeMar. We could have had DeMar. LA kid DeMar. Like, we could have had DeMar DeRozan. But because we wanted a point guard, we decided that we are going to give up Alex Caruso and KCP. Alex Caruso, Mr. Clamps himself, and KCP, Mr. Open Opportunity for Westbrook. Why?
An elite mid-range shooter and a player who was top 10 in the NBA in the assist-turnover ratio last year. But no, they pissed away half of the roster for somebody who gets triple-doubles. Don't get me wrong, triple-doubles are a respectable feat, but the Washington Wizards were a bad team in 2021, despite Bradley Beal leading the NBA in scoring and Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double for the season. Russ shot 33% from the field and 25% for three in the playoffs for the Wizards last year, and they lost in the first round in 5 games, despite his triple-double average in that series, which gives you an idea about the real value of his triple-doubles. Westbrook has shot below 40% in 6 out of his last 8 playoff series, and his team's lost 6 of those 8 series. So if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Russell Westbrook's record is speaking for itself. He's not playing winning basketball. He has major flaws on both ends of the court, which are killing the Lakers' spacing offensively, and their elite defense.
That face LeBron got, that's my face. That's my face. Every time I see Westbrook do some dumb shit.
And Westbrook never fully understood it, which
like,
is why his teams mostly failed to meet expectations. It would be foolish to blame him for all the devastating problems of the Lakers and their poorly constructed roster, but he is definitely the first one to blame. Russ now has the worst and the most untradeable contract in the NBA, and the Lakers have likely squandered 1 or maybe even 2 years of LeBron's and AD's prime with this trade, along with giving $64 million to Timofey Mozgov and Magic Johnson gifting Ivica Zubac to the Clippers in 2019. This is the worst front office decision in recent Lakers history, and arguably the worst in the last 10 or 15 years.
Well, guys, y'all saw it for yourself. I agree that Westbrook is the worst trade in Lakers history. Like, it's proven. It's a proven fact, right? Like, I don't even want to hear no one talking about, oh, but Kumar, he needed some time to just settle down in the league, and he needed time to work in with the Lakers. And bro, DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, and Alex Caruso just went over to the Bulls, and they already shining like diamonds, nigga. What are you talking about? Jimmy Butler goes to any team, that nigga shining, nigga. What are you talking about? James Harden is a prime example of what I'm trying to say. Like, James Harden just got to Philly and already Philly is better. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want to hear any excuses for Westbrook. Okay, I don't. Because Russell is no longer good. He's no longer good. I respect him. I still love him as a player, but he's no longer good. At least not right now. He's more suited to play by himself. He proved that in OKC. He proved that he can't play with other star talent such as Kevin Durant, such as James Harden, such as Bradley Beal, and such as LeBron James and Anthony Davis, bro, and Carmelo. He's not it no more. And it's okay, Westbrook. We still love you. We gonna still support you, some of us, but we respect you, bro. Just do what you do and do what you do best, my guy. Don't be out here trying to fit the narrative, nigga. You don't need to do that. That's not you, bro. It's not your MO. Like, you see what I'm saying? But anyways, it's me, your boy Kmar. Comment down below what you think. Let me know what else you want me to react to. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. And we out. Peace.